Hello children, are you all eating nutritious food and staying safe at home? Why we are asking repeatedly, are you eating safety nutritious food? Because our body needs energy and all the nutrients to fight against any diseases. Now we are in the pandemic situation and afraid of some unknown virus, is it not? And staying inside the home. So we should pray God that we should not be affected with any virus, but anyhow we should be precautious, is it not? Even if it attacks us, we should be able to fight against that. For that, what we should do? We have to eat nutritious food. Simply if you eat whatever you like without any nutrients, it will not help you in any way. So that often we are instructing you to take nutritious food, that to add one fruit and one vegetable in your diet. Because fruits and vegetables only have that vitamins and minerals which help you to protect from the diseases. So, hope you all eating the nutritious food. And only for this purpose are we taking the food? We are taking the food for what? To get energy. Why should we have energy? We are carrying out so many activities in our life. And as you children, you are also young and you should be very energetic. You will be playing. While playing, you will jump, you will run, you will skip, you will leap, you will climb stairs up and down so fast, and you will bend and do some activities. So for everything, you need energy, is it not? And that energy, from where we get? We are getting the energy what we want from the food. So the basic for everything, that is the energy we get from the food. Hope you all studied about this in grade 4 itself. Anyhow, and that food only, we get the energy from the food. The food contains all the energy. And I think you all know about the nutrients. So in the food, the nutrients are present. Okay. The nutrients, what are the major nutrients of food? Do you know what are the major nutrients? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. So, these are the components of the food. That is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. And these components of the food are needed by our body. Our body needs these substances for its metabolic activities. Not only metabolic activities, what are the activities we are carrying on? So the substances that are present in the food needed by our body are called nutrients. So what are nutrients? Substances present in food needed by our body are called nutrients. So what are nutrients? Substances present in food needed by our body are called nutrients. And that nutrients are of different types present in the food. They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Are you clear? And today we are going to learn about these nutrients, and if these nutrients are not present in our food, what is going to happen? About this only we are going to see in this new chapter, that is the second chapter, nutrients and deficiency diseases. Understand, children? So this is the chapter what we are going to see in this class. Now, in these nutrients, first we are going to discuss about carbohydrates. First one, carbohydrates. About this we are going to discuss. So, what are carbohydrates? It is also called as energy giving food. It is also called as energy giving food. Other name, you may call it as other name. What is the other name of carbohydrates? Means energy giving food. Because it gives instant energy. What is that? Instant energy. What is instant energy? Immediately after you take food, immediately you feel like getting energy. Hope you all might have seen that on a serial that TV program, that kids program, Popeye show. I think you all remember that one lean man. When that villain at the end of the show, always the hero only win, is it not? So the Popeye is the hero, and what it will do, he will eat that spinach. Open that spinach tin and he will have that spinach and he will get immediate energy and he will defeat that villain. I forgot that villain name. Or you might have seen that Chota Bheem, your favorite. Is it not? In that what Chota Bheem will do? Finally, the last step only, he will eat one laddu and he will get immediate energy. So like that, this carbohydrates, it will give instant, immediate energy. Now, you think if you don't have food for a half day and your mother is asking you to go and play. After playing, the remaining energy will also get drained. Is it not? And how you will feel? You will feel so tired. At that time, your mother gives one juice or if you have some food, immediately you will feel fresh. Your eyes will become very bright because of the energy released by that food. Immediately it will release energy. So, carbohydrates only gives that instant energy. Main source of food. Main source of food. In the food, carbohydrate is the main source. Okay. And those who are doing that physical work, what is that physical work? Using their energy only, they will do the work on the whole day. For example, in IT field and all, they are not doing any physical work. Just they simply sit on the chair and they will do work in the computer. So they don't do any physical work. They won't move, they won't walk. Simply they sit in a still position and they will do their work, carry on their work. But those who are doing the physical work, for example, in constructing the buildings and all, the people will carry loads on their head, they will stand, they will walk here and there, they will move up and down. Is it not? They will be very active by moving their hands and legs. Physically they will work, their body will work. So such people, they need more energy. And while doing such physical work, our body needs more energy and we may have more carbohydrate-rich food. Okay, so people, those who are doing the physical work, they need this type of carbohydrate food. And in which food items these carbohydrate is present, nutrient is present? Main food, our staple food, rice. Is it not? In our food diet, in our daily diet, no food will be there without rice. The base will be the rice. Is it not? Then, mostly these carbohydrates will be sweet in taste. Sweet in taste. So, what food and all will be sweet in taste? Bread. Have you tasted this bread? Milk bread, it will be sweet in taste. Next, honey, then jam, jaggery. What is the jaggery? Bellam. What your mother will put for that sweet pongal and all. Bellam. So, all these food items are more percentage in carbohydrate rich food. So you might have got the doubt, other nutrients are not present in this. Not like that. Other nutrients are also present in these type of carbohydrate food, but in less percentage, only 1% or 2%. More than 95%, this carbohydrate nutrient only will present in these type of food, and other percentage, 1% fat, 1% vitamins, then 1% proteins. So all the nutrients will be present in carbohydrate rich food, but which will be in more percentage. Carbohydrate nutrient only will be in more percentage. புரியுதல்லையாமா? எல்லா நியூட்ரியன்ஸும் இந்த ரைஸ், பிரெட், ஹனி எல்லாத்துலயும் இருக்கும். பட் protein, fats, vitamins and minerals less percentage la irukum. Carbohydrate only will be present in more percentage. Hope you all understand. So carbohydrates are, it's also called as energy giving food, and it gives instant energy for our body. It is the main source of food. And those who are doing the physical work, those who are very active, they need more energy, and for them this carbohydrates only will provide more energy for them, those who are doing their work physically. And most of the carbohydrate rich foods will be sweet in taste. And some of the examples are rice, bread, honey, jam, jaggery and all. So these are the things about the carbohydrates. Next one, these gives energy. That is why it is called as energy giving food. The next one is fats. The next nutrient what we are going to discuss is fats. This is also energy giving food, but it gives more energy than carbohydrates. It provides more energy than carbohydrates. That is, fats is also called as energy giving food. We saw that carbohydrate is an energy giving food. The next one, fat is also energy giving food because it gives energy, more energy than carbohydrates. It gives more energy. and it will not give instant energy. Not give instant energy. In carbohydrate, we saw that carbohydrates give instant energy, but the fats do not give instant energy. It will be stored in our body, and it releases energy when there is no energy in our body. When we eat more food with fat containing food, food containing fats, when we eat more, that nutrient fat will be stored in our body, and it will not give instant energy. When we feel so tired, even if we don't take 2 days the food, we will not die. We can do our work continuously. How is this possible? Because of this fats. Because these fat nutrients are stored in our body, and it releases energy when there is no energy in our body. That is why we are able to live without taking food for few days. Even if you don't take food, we can live at maximum for 1 week. No problem will be there. We can live without food. So, because of this nutrient fats, we are able to live because it is stored and releases energy whenever the body needs the energy. Next one, as these nutrients are stored in our body, it leads to obesity. What is this obesity? Overweight and becoming fat. Gunda irukonu solrama. That is our height and weight must be in correct ratio. According to your height, you should be having your body weight. If it is more than the ratio, when the height and weight is not balanced, then it is called as obesity, overweight. Okay, so eating lot of food containing this fat will lead to obesity. It is not good. Understand? Next one, these fats, they release heat and energy. That heat and energy. That is, fat containing foods, they release heat and energy. That is why in cold countries, that is in US or England or whatever, Canada, whatever it is, that the countries that are having very cold climate, in those countries and all, people will eat more fat containing food because they need heat for their body. So this fat only gives heat and energy. And what food items are rich in fats? Food like ghee, butter, then cream items. Then next, I think cream, oil items. Okay, so they will have food items. Often they will eat bread and butter. Is it not? That burger, cheese items, cheese. Then more oil they will use. And these food items, they are fat containing food. And the people living in cold countries, they need heat to maintain their temperature, body temperature. So even if they eat this fat containing foods, they won't have any problem. But what about us? Already we are in hot condition. Is it not a hot climate? So if we eat more fat containing, this fat will be accumulated, that means stored in our body, and it will lead to obesity. So we should not eat much food containing fats. But this is also energy giving food. They give more energy than that carbohydrate food. When the energy given by this carbohydrate is not available for the body, then our body will take this stored energy. Then it doesn't give instant energy. Immediately it won't release energy. It leads to obesity. Then it releases heat and energy. Understand? So, two food nutrients, what are they? Carbohydrate and fat, both are called as energy giving food. Hope you all understand up to this. The next nutrient, what we are going to see is proteins. These proteins are also called as body building food. Body building food. That means it helps our body to grow. And you children are growing daily. That is, you are increasing in both height and weight. Is it not? Your height increases day by day. That is the growth, not only height. Body weight also increases. It should be in proper ratio. Now only I said in fats, which is what is called obesity. If the height is not proportionate with the weight, it is called obesity. So, if you want to grow in proper ratio, that is both in height and weight, you should have more food containing proteins. That is, it is also called as body building food, as it helps in the growth of the body. Not only this growth of body, it also helps in repairing the wear and tear of cells. Wear and tear. What is the wear and tear? Now, suppose as you are young children, you will run fast and you will play. Whoever may be, if we fall down, what will happen? Some scratches will come in your skin. That is, the top layer of the skin will be removed. Then again, how that it will, you will get recover, how that skin will again formed. For that, the cells must grow. And it should cover that area. It is nothing but the destroyed cells we are regaining. Again, that the cells grow and that place get repaired. You might have some toys or a bicycle. If it gets repaired, what you will do? Somehow you will go to the shop and you will maintain your repair. Is it not? You will remake that repair. In that way, our body by itself, it will repair their parts. So, for that, these proteins help in repairing the wear and tear. If any cells get removed, again new cells will be formed. Inside our body, so many mechanisms are going on daily. Inside, for that, many cells will get damaged or destroyed. And every cells must be, again, it should come to its normal position, that is called repairing. Repairing means you should not think of the tools, having screwdriver or some other scissors and cutting and tightening and all. Our body itself will manage to repair the cells. For that, this proteins, nutrients help. That to you young children, you need more protein. That is why you have to take more proteinaceous food during this growth. Because day by day you will increase in your height and weight till you reach your maximum in your growth. For that, you have to take more proteins. If you don't take more proteins, then your growth will be disturbed. Understand? So, these proteins are called as body building food, and growth of the body, helps in the growth of the body, helps repairing wear and tear of cells, needed by children more, needed by growing children than adults. So, you young people need more protein food than the adults. Now, we, the teachers, are grown-ups. Here afterwards, we are not going to grow. That's all. Our growth was stopped. But you will become taller and increase in your weight. Is it not? You can see the changes in you as you are growing. So, for this growth, protein is very important. And what type of food are rich in proteins? Fish, milk, egg. That white albumin is rich in protein. Main thing, pulses. Pulses means what? That dal, soya beans, white and black sundal, everything. What your mother will make out of that sambar. For that one, dal or gram will be used. No, that is also called as pulses. So these pulses, fish, milk, egg, pulses are protein-rich food, and it is very much essential for the growth of the young children, for their growth. Next, all these, that is carbohydrates and fats, are energy-giving food, and proteins are called as body-building food. All the nutrients are very essential for our body. Next nutrient. The next one is the protective foods. What are these protective foods? Vitamins and minerals. So, these vitamins and minerals are called as protective foods. So, in which these vitamins and minerals are present? That is, vitamins are present in vegetables, and minerals are present in fruits. So, vitamins are present in vegetables and fruits contains the minerals, and these two, vitamins and minerals, are present in less percentage or less quantity in the food item. This nutrient is present in less percentage than other nutrients. Carbohydrates will be more, protein percentage will also be more, fat also will be more, but the percentage of this vitamins and minerals will be in very less percentage. But it is very important for our body because it protects us from the diseases. It protects from the diseases. Protects us from disease. So that they are called as protective foods. Even though they are present in very less percentage, it is very important for the healthy growth, for our healthy growth. It only gives the healthy body, healthy growth, and also good vision. Healthy growth and good vision. That means for proper eyesight. If you want to have the good look of your body, if others should say that that boy or girl is very energetic and looking very good in health, means you should have more fruits and vegetables because it gives the shiny look. If you eat one fruit, means it helps for the shiny skin, not only fruits, vegetables. And it makes your body to become lean. If you eat more vegetables than rice, it will reduce your weight and you will become lean in your outlook. You will not become fat. That is why you should take more vegetables than the food items. That also fruits, daily you have to take one fruit, because for your healthy growth and that good vision and all, and for shiny skin, if you want, and if you want a proper outlook, you should take more fruits and vegetables which contains this vitamins and minerals, which is called as the protective foods. It protects you from the diseases. So what are called as protective foods? Vitamins and minerals. Why they are called protective food? Because they protect us from the diseases, and it is present in very less percentage only in food items or in the diet, but it is very essential for our body, and it keeps us very healthy and helps in our healthy growth and having the good vision. Do you understand? And all these are present in the fruits and vegetables. So, till now we saw about the main 5 nutrients. What are they? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Is it not? Apart from these major nutrients, another 2, it will not come under nutrients, but it is also very essential for our body, and those are water and roughage. What are they? Water and roughage. And this water is very important. These 2 will not come under any nutrients. It is not a nutrient, but it is very essential for our body. And this water, we have to drink at least 2 liters of water every day. So how can you see, thinking of 2 liter water means it will be 2 to 2.5 liters you may drink. Thinking of drinking 2.5 liters water in a particular time is not easy. How can you divide this? After brush your teeth in the morning, you can have a 1 liter bottle with you. Now you are all staying at home. You can have a 1 liter bottle with you, and within 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, you must complete 1 liter of water. Then from 11 to 2 o'clock, another liter of water. Then from 2 to evening 7, you may have, if possible, another 1 liter. 2 to 3 liters means it will be well and good. So minimum, you have to drink at least 2 liters of water daily. For what purpose? It removes waste. It removes waste from our body in the form of urine and sweat. In what way it removes the waste? In the form of urine and sweat. So, as it is summer nowadays, you will have lot of sweat, is it not? And your body will become dehydrated. That is, water content will become very less in your body. To compensate that, your body should regain the water content. For that, what we could do? We could drink only the water in the form of juice or soup or plain water. In any form, you have to take in the liquid form, and that liquid or the water helps in removing the waste. In our body, so many reactions are going on. In that, waste will be produced, and that waste must be removed periodically. That means then and there it should be removed. And that removal of waste is done with the help of this water. And how it is removed? In the form of urine. Urine is nothing but the waste of our body, salt content and all are removed. And also sweat. Now, as it is summer, you get lot of sweat. It is nothing but the waste is removed through that sweat. That is, the salt content and all is removed through the sweat. So, the water what we drink removes waste from our body, and also helps in circulation. And now what we eat, that food contains lot of nutrients, and all those nutrients will not be required in a particular part of our body. Different parts of our body requires different nutrients, and all those nutrients should be carried to all the parts through this circulatory system. In our body, so many systems are there, is it not? Respiratory system, circular system, muscular system, nervous system, is it not? So in this skeletal system and all, in this circulatory system, what is that circulatory system contains blood. So in that blood, the water will also go and mix up, and also it carries all the nutrients to all parts of the body wherever it is needed, and also collects the waste from all parts of our body and it removes. So it helps the circulatory system to supply the essential nutrients and also to collect the waste. So in this way, the water also an essential part in our food. Next, let us come to this roughage. What is this roughage? Fiber part of food. Fiber part of food is called roughage, and it is present only in the food obtained from plants. In plant food only this roughage is present. Naarchattu. In Tamil, what they will say, Naarchattu. So mostly it is present in fruits and vegetables. So that is why you are asked to eat one fruit and vegetable in your daily diet. It helps in many ways. So this roughage, it is the fiber part of food, and it also helps in bowel movement. What is the bowel movement? Waste. It helps the waste to remove from our body. It helps to remove the waste from our body. Helps in bowel movement. And also prevents constipation. Prevents constipation. See, daily you have to brush your teeth twice a day. This is not early after getting up from the bed and also before going to bed. In the same way, the waste produced in our body should also be removed daily 2 times. That is, you have to go to toilet 2 times a day. It is very important. There is nothing to laugh in that. If you don't remove the waste from your body, so many diseases will come. So all the waste produced in our body should be removed periodically. For that, this roughage and water helps. It is very important. Okay, so roughage is a fiber part of food. It helps in the bowel movement and also prevents constipation. And this roughage, it cannot be digested easily by our digestive system. So what the food we eat, that will be digested within a particular time, the duration of maximum 6 hours. Within that, whatever food you eat, it will get digested. But this fiber part, that is the roughage, will take long time to digest. That means it will give bulk to the food. It gives bulk to the food. That means it will get some feeling of fulfillment. If you eat vegetable more than rice means, soon you will feel that your stomach gets filled. After that, you won't feel like eating more. You will say enough. That is why you are asked to take more vegetables than rice. Then only you will have very little quantity, and also you will be very energetic because it gives bulk to the food. That means it will give the feeling of fulfilled. வயிறு நிறைஞ்ச feeling கொடுக்கும். அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? We won't take more food and we can maintain our weight. It will not lead to obesity. And all these roughage and water also present in all food items. Water content is present in all food items, but roughage only in vegetables and fruits. Understand? So today in this class, I hope you all understand what are the major nutrients of food. That is 5 major nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. In that, carbohydrates and fats are energy giving food, proteins body building food, vitamins and minerals protective food. Apart from this, water and roughage is also included, but it is not a nutrient, but it is very essential for the growth of our body. So, in what food items all these nutrients are present, and in what way it helps our body, all these points we discussed in this class. Hope you all understand very well. Thank you, children.